Thomas I. Melankarayud Jacob Berdana. Presiding Hierarch of the Universal Syrian Orthodox Church in India and the last Metropolitan Trustee of Jacobite Syrian Christian Association.
Catholicos Aboon Mor Baselios Thomas I, the spiritual head of the Syrian Christians of India, was born in the Cheruvalal family of Vadiyambadi, Puthankurish, to Matai and Kunjama, on the 22nd of July 1929. Early part of his life was full of sufferings. Though he belonged to an aristocratic family, by the time he was born the family had seen bad days. As a child he had frequent bouts of illness which affected his education. His mother used to take the young boy frequently to the nearby Malakiris Daira where the relics of late Patriarch Saint Ignatius Elias III and Saint Gregorios Givergays Perumala Thirumani had been interred. One night, as his mother prayed with the young boy on her lap, she had a vision which prompted her to dedicate the boy to the service of the church. Within days, the boy's illness was entirely cured. God was with him, guiding him and shaping him. His priestly formation was under the guidance of Mor Philoxenos Paulos. The late Catholicos Mor Baselios Paulos II, who ordained him, Korio, in 1952 and Shamshono, at Katamadam Church in 1957. In August 1958, C.M. Thomas was ordained, Cassiso, full priest by Mor Julius Elias at the Majanikara Dairo. In 1959 he was appointed as the vicar of St. Peter's Church, Puthankuras. Later he served the churches at Belathuval, Kizumuri, Fort Cochin, Balambur, Calcutta and Thrissur. For a period of 7 years from 1967, he was the organizing secretary of Kalenchari Medical Mission Hospital. He also served as the chief organizer of the North Indian Mission at Balai in 1970s and as the secretary of the Porastaya Subhashesha Samajam in 1974. He was well known as a great revivalist preacher and was also recognized as an excellent organizer. In January 1974, Fr. C.M. Thomas was elected to the episcopate by the Malankara Jacobite Syrian Christian Association convened at the Karingachira Street. George Church and was consecrated metropolitan with the title, Mor Dionysius, by H. Mor Ignatius Yabakwob Q3 on the 24th of February 1974 at Damascus, Syria. He was entrusted with the charge of Angamali Diocese, the largest of all the Syrian Orthodox dioceses which has a membership of more than 500,000. Click here for a newspaper report DT. The 26th of February 1974 on the metropolitan ordination of Mor Dionysius and Mor Gregorios. The untiring efforts of Mor Dionysius in those days had helped a lot to revive the confidence of not merely the faithful of the diocese but the entire Malankara Church. Metropolitans Mor Dionysius, Mor Gregorios Givergays late and Mor Korolos Kyriakos late together were a great support to the late Catholicos Aboon Mor Baselios Paulos II, the then chief of the Malankara Jacobite Syrian Orthodox Church. As the Metropolitan of Angamali, Mor Dionysius had successfully initiated many welfare programs and also reorganized the diocesan administration. In 1978 Mor Baselios Medical Mission Hospital at Kothamangalam was started under his patronship. Catholicos designate. Following the demise of Mor Baselios Paulos II in 1996, Mor Gregorios Givergays Pirampali Thirumani became the president of the Episcopal Synod of the Church in India. After the passing away of Mor Gregorios Givergays in February 1999, Mor Dionysius assumed the presidency of the Malankara Church Synod. On the 27th of December 2000, His Excellency was chosen as the Catholicos designate by the Holy Episcopal Synod. The church delegates meeting held at Puthankuras on the same day, unanimously approved this decision. His Holiness the Patriarch, however, waited for 2 more years in expectation of a peaceful settlement to the long-standing dispute between the two factions of Malankara Church. But as it became clearer that the chances for reconciliation is remote because of the insincerity on the part of the opposite faction, a crucial convention was convened at Puthankuras, Kerala on the 6th of July 2002 in which delegates from all the parishes participated and they approved a new constitution for the effective administration of the Indian Church, with the consent of the Supreme Head, the Patriarch of Antioch and all the East. H. Mor Dionysius Thomas was elected as the Catholicos and the Metropolitan Trustee of the Jacobite Syrian Christian Church at this historic church association. The election was later ratified by the Holy Episcopal Synod of the Universal Syrian Orthodox Church on the 22nd of July 2002. Catholicos enthronement. On Friday the 26th of July 2002, His Holiness Maphrian Mor Ignatius Zach II was the Patriarch of Antioch and all the East, consecrated the 73-year-old Mor Dionysius Thomas as the Catholicos with the title, Baselios Thomas I, at a solemn function held at the St. Peter and Street Paul Cathedral in Mor Ephraim Monastery, Eret Sayidnaya, near Damascus. Thus, fulfilling the wishes of multitude of faithful, the Malankara Church received a Catholicos after a gap of 6 years. Catholicos Mor Baselios Paulos II died in 1996. In the Syrian Orthodox Church hierarchy, the Catholicos is second in rank to the supreme spiritual head, the Patriarch of Antioch. 14 Syrian Orthodox bishops, from India, Syria, Sweden, Netherlands, Germany, Lebanon, Jerusalem, Turkey and Australia attended the enthronement ceremony as the co-celebrants. 35 Rambans, many nuns of the church and lay people were also present on the occasion to participate in the historical ceremony. Representatives from government of Syria and India attended the consecration ceremony as special guests. Besides the 3 metropolitans who were the co-celebrants, the church in India was represented by Very Rev Aurelial Givergaze Ramban Kerala Rev. Fr. Prince Mukhanadal, Vicar Mor Ignatius Syrian Orthodox Church Dubai, Rev. Fr. Elto Valiaparambil, Vicar Street. George Abu Dhabi, Rev. Fr. Kurian Malayal, Vicar Sharjah, Rev. Fr. Matthews Muscat and Rev. Fr. Varghese Maikulangara, Kerala. The consecration ceremony started with the celebration of Holy Kurbono at 8 a.m. by His Holiness the Patriarch, followed by enthronement ceremony, signing of SUSTHATHIKON, agreement, and OKSIOS, rising and declaration. The ceremonial services ended with the completion of the Holy Kurbono by the newly consecrated Catholicos. After the enthronement ceremony, a reception was given to the Catholicos His Beatitude Mor Baselios Thomas I. During the speech delivered on the occasion, His Holiness emphasized the commitment of the Holy See to the Church in India. Replying to the congratulatory messages, His Beatitude the Catholicos Aboon Mor Baselios Thomas I reiterated that he, like his predecessors, will always take great care in the continuance of the faith and traditions of the Syrian Church. Catholicos reaching India. On Saturday the 27th of July at 10:50 a.m., His Beatitude arrived at Cochin International Airport where he was given a rousing reception by thousands of people from all walks of life. The representatives of the state government including cabinet ministers were present at the airport to welcome the new Catholicos. Soon after his arrival, His Beatitude went to the nearby Akaparambu Mor Sabor Mor Afroth Church and offered prayers. The Catholicos then proceeded to the Kothamangalam Marthama Church where the mortal remains of Maphrian Street. Baselios Yelto, 1685, is entombed. Later His Beatitude visited Malakiras Dairo and offered prayers at the tomb of his immediate predecessor Aboon Mor Baselios Paulos II. By around 7 p.m. the Catholicos reached St. Joseph's Cathedral, the headquarters of Kottayam Diocese, and then visited the Manarkad Marthmariam Church, a major Syrian Orthodox pilgrim center in Kerala. All through the way, huge gathering of faithful assembled at various places to have a glimpse of their beloved Catholicos and chanted, "Long live Patriarch Mor Ignatius Zach I was, long live Catholicos Mor Baselios Thomas I, long live Antioch Malankara relationship." On Sunday the 28th, HB the Catholicos celebrated the Holy Kurbono at the Kayomtho Seminary Chapel to commemorate the second Dukrano of Mor Eustathios Thomas, the former Metropolitan of Kochi Diocese. On the 31st of July 2002, the Sunthronaso of Aboon Mor Baselios Thomas I Bava was held at the Kothamangalam Marthama Chariapalli. H.E. Mor Julius Kyriakos, the first secretary to the Patriarch of Antioch, read the Sustathican, the patriarchal bull, proclaiming the enthronement of the new Catholicos for the Church in India. The function was attended by all the metropolitans of the Malankara Church, hundreds of priests and very large number of laymen who came from all parts of Malankara. As the head of the Church in India, the Catholicos presides over the Holy Episcopal Synod of Malankara Church, which includes all the metropolitans of the Syrian Orthodox Church in India. His beatitude is also the Metropolitan Trustee of the Jacobite Syrian Christian Association. Catholicate Office. The Catholicate Office of His Beatitude Baselios Thomas I functions at the Patriarchal Center in Puthenkurish, near Kochi, which is also the headquarters of the Syrian Orthodox Church in India.